What's up, guys? Zach here with Hobby Drop. Thank you for tuning in. Now, we got something new today. We got something fun today. Let's take a look at this rig we're running. So, this is brought to us by Cody over there at Sky RC. So, this is actually his rig that he's going to let me take out today. And the reason he's letting me take it out is because he has this Trx4 mounted to a Desert Coyote chassis. Okay, so this is just your standard Trx4. Everything has been slightly modified to fit onto this Coyote chassis. And I am doing a very similar thing with the Ascent, with the Red Cat Ascent. I'm trying to get it mounted up on a Desert Coyote chassis. So he said, hey dude, take out this one, run it, see what you think, have some fun. And so really appreciate him. This truck though is more special than that. So not only is it from Cody at the local hobby shop Sky RC, giving me his rig that is a Desert RC chassis. That's a buddy of mine, Cameron. He runs a YouTube channel as well. Check him out, link in the description. But then we've got these special one-of-a-kind tires. Now, these are the Pitbull center mass here, but with a custom cut and shut with it's like a racing tire. With the racing pin tire. Logan with West Desert Wheeler actually cut this tread out himself and glued it onto this wheel. Now, dude, so much coolness going on here. So we're gonna go hit my favorite trail, and that is Turtle Terrace. So there are a couple aspects of this build that are very different than what I normally do. One of which is simply, it's a Trx4. I've never driven a Trx4, so this is the closest I've ever been. Whew. Now, we're going to try and keep this thing from taking any slams. But on this vertical climb, it's not looking like we're going to get it, so let's help it out a little bit. Just a little help me up there on that front nose. We got 2.2 wheels on these custom Pitbull pin tires. This does have the width widened on it, so it's sitting wider than your standard with some internal axle stuff. Oh my goodness, that that was chump change. Very nice. Some 2660 shocks on here, front and rear. Okay, this rig is pretty heavy. It's got, these wheels are actually, the wheels and tires have a lot of weight loaded up in them. More than I ever run. And then you can see that weight on the rear diff as well as on the front. But this thing's chewing up some lines so far. Alright, so we've actually got some other drivers out here on the rocks today, so to avoid making them feel like they're in my way, we're going to run this backwards actually. So now I'm starting at the last obstacle in Turtle Terrace, and we'll just hit each obstacle backwards. Whew! That hike up here get me out of breath already. Ooh. Okay, so that width we need to account for. Alright, so to compensate for that width, we're going to try and get our rears a little further up. Just got to make sure we're not rolling ourselves. But yeah, these front tires, I'm pretty sure there's a dual stage foam in here. I don't know if they're Pro Line dual stage or some other type, but definitely a dual stage foam in here. We got some brass like disc brakes in the front. Oh, we're missing that pole. Let's take it back up. Dang. It almost looks like one of the OG Fusion motors, the quick run that they don't make anymore. I feel like that's what's in here. Censored brushless motor, super smooth. I love them. So let's try and hit this ledge hard to get that hook. That's what it needed. Okay. Oh no, but I backed off of it. Son of a... Here's the thing. I know the rig can do this. I'm just not doing it. The width. The extra width always gets me on this obstacle specifically. That's something with these. There's not a lot of sidewall lugs that are going to help us out. We got a kid out here running a aluminum buggy. And so I just traded places with him. He jumped up to where I was. And I'm going to come back. So now we've actually returned to the start. This is the first major obstacle of Turtle Terrace. But honestly, most of the time I don't run this one because it takes so long to get. Now, I don't think we're going to get it here either. Major part of this obstacle is dependent on getting that rear driver's side tire up on the ledge. But it's a weird balance because we got to keep the truck from tipping. These are tough obstacles right here. And this truck is heavy. So we're getting into the dual stage, the second inner harder shell right here. But before it can get its bite, we're sliding off the edge. I don't normally like a stiffer compound tire, but I wonder if that would help in this, with this rig. Not sure what the forward weight bias is. Yeah, we're just sliding off. So like I said, I don't want to beat up this truck because it's not mine. Cody's just super nice to let me drive it. So I want to be gentle on her. So far though, man, this is fun. It's a fun rig. I think we can get this if we get the pinch. What are your guys' thoughts? How many of you were driving a Desert Coyote chassis? How many of you were driving the Trx4? Nice. Dude, this rig pulls those V-notches like a freaking champ, man. This is a tough. This is usually always a bumper. You can see it just starts hopping. Because it's almost like the opposite. The further right you come, the better ledge you have on the top, but the steeper it gets on the bottom. So let's bump it. Woo! She caught. She went. Nice. This is more the angle. Hit it like a V-notch. Nice. Coming here for a little side hill test for funsies. We got those dual stage foams holding this sidewall intact. The wide axles making a good impression here. Now this is always the spicy spot. Let's see how we do. Love the body. This is the cliffhanger body, which is sick. The only issue I have with the cliffhanger, we've maxed out our steering. Oh, we're sliding. Back tires lifted. We do have some D's. I don't know if they are D's bands, but we got some bands helping to hold this thing steady. Nice, dude. That is not an easy. That's not an easy thing. Driving this bad boy gets me pumped for my Desert Coyote Ascent build. I think it'll be a very similar deal to this. Because what a good platform to slap on an amazing chassis to increase performance. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ascent, a great budget-friendly option. And then you put it on a great chassis with a great skid angle, and you get performance. Oh, there's freaking a dog turd up here, keeping my tires out of the right spot. For real though. There we go. Dude, I think that legitimately is a dog turd. Nice, crusty dog turd. But you gotta run it like you found it, right? So, dog turd and all, let's see what we got. Here we go. Not sure if this rig has any overdrive in it. Come on, baby. There we go. We got that hook up top. You can see that top tire pulling traction, and there it goes. Now right here, that's the great breakover angle of the Coyote chassis. If you had a flat skid, you would be hung up right there. Now this obstacle right here doesn't seem like much of an obstacle, but it is a truck roller for sure. We're able to avoid any major harm, but didn't quite run it the way I anticipated, but if it works, it works. And portal axles keeping us out of too much trouble right there. It's funny, for me this is such a unfamiliar experience with the Trx4 and everything. Let me know what you guys think. But now you know, man, go ahead, take your Trx4. That's a lot of fun. And put it on this performance-based LCG chassis. And I think you're going to be shocked. I think you're going to be shocked at what it can do. I know when I took my 10.2 and dropped it on the Corrupt Carbon Works Reaper chassis, I was blown away, and this is going to be a similar experience. Look at this thing just staying planted on the incline. Let's give it a little bump. Oh, sorry, Cody. Dude, when you give this the beans, it goes. When you say jump, it says how high. Alright, let's try and not jump so high this time. So get straightened out, get the rears under me. We're just going to take a gentle bump. There we go, that's all it needed. Throttle inputs on this are a little different. Now we're going to check out the skid here again. Now I say skid, this is just the chassis design because this is the stock skid, but it gets that clearance. It's a 10-degree breakover angle on this chassis. All right, now we've got this stock Red Cat Ascent servo in here, and it feels like it's struggling. This is a pretty good servo for stock. It's great. We just pulled it off the shelf. Cody didn't have a servo in this thing when he gave it to me, so he gave me this one to put in it. Now this obstacle right here is going to finish this trail, although it's kind of in a weird order. We're going to complete the trail right here. No slider. It's scraping right there. Weight transferred over. Bada bing. Now here, this last obstacle is a real killer. Taking the sharp turn. But we got this ledge. And there's no front bumper on this, so I want to be careful that I'm not just slamming this body against the rocks. Getting caught up on the tree, but it makes the pole nice. Nice, nice. Check it out, guys. Can you see that lizard in there? If you saw it in the thumbnail, point it out. You win a prize. Dealer's choice. All right, you guys, lunchtime is up. That's going to finish off our run. Cody, dude, thank you so much for letting me take out this rig. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. If you guys are ever around in St. George, go check out Sky RC. Forget Hobbytown. Go check out Sky RC. And this is the buddy that's been driving. I've been bouncing around him. I've been bouncing around him on the trail today. But you guys, thanks for watching. Cameron, you created killer chassis, dude. I'm excited to get my Ascent converted. And we'll see you guys next week.